The last thought anyone would have is being a victim of a crime or assault. We live our lives every day with the joy of being with family and the expectation of being in a safe and secure world. But this world is shattered on a daily basis for hundreds of innocent people.
This is Akron General. Yeah, are you sitting down? Oh my God. Chuck Sandstrom is in ICU. And I immediately just started hyperventilating. Is he gonna make it? They wouldn't tell me.
Yeah.
Is he dead? Is he alive? He's in critical condition. His injury, he was assaulted at 10 o'clock the night before. And I understand laid on a stoop with trouble breathing, his teeth knocked out, his head swelling up. I'm diverting back. I went back to that crime scene again and again and again and again and again. I just had to go back. I was with him and then I'd go back to the crime scene. I talked to the neighbors. I looked at the blood on the porch. I found his tooth. I recreated in my mind where his head hit the wall. I recreate, how many times was he hit? People heard it. Was it twice? Was it 3 times? Where did the fist go? Where did his head hit? I just had to review it over and over and over again, and I still, I can't. Dumbest things. Do you know how many times people get punched on TV? And it's funny. I can't look at people getting punched in the head. It upsets me. It's like I have a traumatic vision of what that looks like, even though I didn't see it. I've just pictured, I've pictured Chuck 1,000 times having that happen to him. And he's so gentle, and he's so fun, and he's just so laid back. But Chuck, with who he is, for someone to do something so violent, is the thing that still takes my breath away. When we tell people what happened to us, the very first question people ask, every single time, what is it?
Have you caught the guy?
Yeah, that's everyone. Have you caught the guy? And we just kind of go, no. And we just kind of go, because that has nothing to do for us. I realized for me, the first justice that came for us came from victims' assistance. They met us at the hospital and said, we see you. You have been devastated. You're still in shock, and we're here to catch you. I mean, there was this woman, Donnell. Who the hell is this woman? And she got my permission to, to advocate for me. And I'm just, whatever. I mean, I had just arrived. But justice started for us when someone saw, you've been devastated. You're going to need help with restoration. We received really a generous compensation. It was a lump sum that compensated for Chuck's loss of salary for a short time. And at that moment, I was able to go, it was justice. It was justice. Suddenly, I didn't have to be somebody who was about to be committed for a stress disorder. Suddenly, I was someone who could take care of my home. Suddenly, I was someone who could spend some time getting some rest and taking better care of my husband. That's justice. I'm still moved by who Bob Denton is, and how he came to care about this cause and make it his world and his life. But what he said to me at that time was just, first of all, his spirit was very broad. He was just able to take it in a really just quiet way. And he told me one sentence, and it's the sentence that helped me. He said, well, very gently, victims of trauma, he says, time will pass, months will go by, months will, things will start straightening out, you'll put things in order. He says, you're going to have days where you don't even know why, when you are just can't move. Well, it's been 7 months, and there have been days when I don't know why I can't move. And Bob Denton told me that. And so I have a guide in this territory of extreme trauma. I don't know, how would you describe your life here before all of this? You were a busy guy.
Well, I have to say, I don't want to say too much about what I did before.
Okay.
But what I want to say is I was a man who used to work with people who were trying to accomplish something great. Something great like raise $1 million, or build a new facility, or transform an organization. Now, I'm a man who wants to help people accomplish something great, like rising out of their wheelchairs, their financial and emotional and physical devastation, and fighting to create a worthwhile life.
If someone were to ask me about victims assistance, I would want them to know that there was an organization that gets it totally, understands personal devastation, understands how overnight your life is rattled and shaken to the ground, and then there's the after effects. It's like an earthquake.
Each year, the Victim Assistance Program works with approximately 20,000 people in Summit County who are directly or indirectly affected by crime. It's not just our job. We want to help.